I wanted to do a buffalo painting. I've forgotten why I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do a confrontational buffalo painting. And I did a bunch of little thumbnail sketches. This is kind of the size of postcards. I guess you can see from the spiral bound that it's part of a sketchbook about that big. And I tried all different compositions, and almost all of them look completely silly. They ended up often looking like Ferdinand the Bull. That one in the middle looks really stupid with that one bull peeking out from behind the other bull. Finally, the very bottom center is the thought, and that's a capital T, like a Mack truck. It's a block letter T. Boom! Hits you right between the eyes, which is what I wanted the feeling of a buffalo. And I put in those two little lyrical loops, which are cattle egrets, to give a counterpoint to the solidity of this T. And so I started out by putting a big smudgy T. It's usually 3 by 4 feet is often the size I work in. So that's the painting. It's kind of finished there. But that's some of the reference I had. I happen to have a buffalo skull. The face of the buffalo comes from a whole bunch of different buffaloes, and every buffalo has a different face. Every bald eagle has a different face. Some buffalo look really just stupid and bovine, which is natural because they are bovine. But this one I think looked really handsome. Raggedy ears. He's been in a lot of fights and so on. And he's boom. I've killed the rest of the picture, pushed it back with what's called the Bateman sponge method. My students used to say the BSM, putting thin washes and patting it with a sponge. So you can imagine there's a great big herd there, but he's master of the herd, which is the title of the painting. And you can see where I got the reference, because I didn't have any good photography of cattle egrets. You almost never see a buffalo herd without cattle egrets. They go around, of course, pick off the insects, grasshoppers, and things that the buffalo stir up with their feet. I want him coming at you, and in order to get the reference, this is an earlier phase. I sculpted out a plasticine cattle egret taking off, and I strung it up on wire and string, and inside the wings I had tin. I cut up with tin snips, part of a tin Campbell soup can or something. So I could bend the wings up or bend them down. Probably, well, you can see the lower one there, the wings are bent down. And those are some of the drawings I did of the sculptor, and then I copied the drawings in paint. Those are probably done in poster paint on an acrylic buffalo that's partly finished. And so you can paint on with a poster paint or gouache, and then if it isn't quite right, you can just wash it off, and you don't wreck anything in the painting. And there's the finished painting. Master of the herd. And obviously, by far the most impact is the buffalo's face. That's where I spent almost my 10, if white is 0 and black is 10. And pretty close to 0, and in front of that is the lower egret. So the pure white and the almost pure black just boom, just come right out at you.